Sarukian roasts Pimblett, refuses to give him the spotlight. Arman Sarukian just lit a fire under the lightweight division, and Paddy Pimblett's at the center of it. In a recent interview, Arman didn't hold back. He said Paddy shouldn't even sniff the rankings. Sarukian roasts Pimblett, refuses to give him the spotlight. Arman Sarukian just lit a fire under the lightweight division, and Paddy Pimblett's at the center of it. In a recent interview, Arman didn't hold back. He said Paddy shouldn't even sniff the rankings, let alone be mentioned in the title conversation. And honestly, he might have a point. The lightweight scene used to be the most stacked division in the UFC. Now, it's like no one wants to face each other. Arman won't take the Paddy fight, says it's beneath him. Ilia Topuria's brushing off Arman entirely, calling him irrelevant. And Justin Gaethje, he's staying far away from both. It's a mess. A weird little standoff where everyone's circling, but no one's actually stepping up. Topuria even said he'd rather drop the belt than defend it against Arman. That's how sideways things have gotten. But here's the real twist. Despite all that, rumors are heating up that Paddy might get the next shot at the belt. Yeah, Paddy. Of course, it's hard to separate fact from hype online. But if there's one guy who can make things happen, it's Dana White. And Dana? He loves the idea of Paddy in a high-profile fight. It's flashy, it's loud, it sells. As for Arman and Justin, Dana's made it pretty clear they're not next in line. He's still not over what happened with UFC 311, and he's hinted that Gaethje needs to go through one more before getting a title shot. So yeah, it's a bit of a circus right now. But like it or not, this drama has fans glued to their screens. Now here's what Arman actually said during that fiery interview. Push him out of the rankings completely. He hasn't earned a top 10 spot, not even close. Look at who he beat. Guys on losing streaks. Chandler, multiple losses. Bobby Green, same story. Tony Ferguson, 8 losses in a row. And that's who you want fighting for a title? That's ridiculous. His name shouldn't even be part of the conversation. Hard to argue with that when you look at the numbers. But love him or hate him, Paddy gets people talking. And in today's UFC, sometimes that's all you need.
Sean O'Malley breaks down Merab versus Sandhagen, and he's got a warning. With all the noise around Aspinall versus Gane and Pereira stepping in last minute, one of the most important bantamweight fights of the year is slipping through the cracks. Merab Dvalishvili versus Corey Sandhagen. No trash talk, no viral antics, just two elite killers about to collide. And it might decide the next title shot at 135. Merab is coming in hot, undefeated in his last 9, and known for turning opponents into cardio corpses. But Corey, he's a different kind of puzzle. Long, precise, and patient. He doesn't rush, he sets traps, he frustrates. And if he finds his rhythm, he can shut you down without ever needing a finish. And someone who knows this game inside and out, Sean O'Malley. He's been watching, and more importantly, he's been in there with Merab twice. And he didn't just lose, he says it changed him. Sean recently broke it all down on Mike Perry's podcast. And while he's got respect for both guys, it's clear which way he's leaning. But instead of us telling you what he said, here's exactly how Sean O'Malley laid it out.
You know, it's me and Corey have very similar styles. Corey did do a really good job against Umar, creating scrambles and like keeping his hips high when Umar tried to get to his back. Umar and Merab have different grappling strengths and techniques, but man, I think if Merab can get a hold of Corey, I just don't see. Merab felt so strong and you know, just really strong in those certain positions. His gas tank's ridiculous. I don't know. I think if I had to guess, Merab, but it's hard for me to count Corey out because I do think Corey, like skill for skill, is one of the best guys in the UFC. I think he's got more skills overall than Merab, but Merab, that skill set he does have is so good, so dominant. It's very Khabib-like in a sense, and you know, it's hard to count either one of those guys out. But yeah, if I had to guess, I'm kind of leaning towards Merab.
So while the spotlight might be elsewhere, this fight is going to be a war. And according to the former champ, whoever wins, it won't be pretty. Ilia Topuria destroys UFC champion with one body shot in sparring. You won't believe what went down between Ilia Topuria and UFC champ Merab Dvalishvili. In a recent live video call, Georgian MMA interviewer Vato was joined by a stacked lineup. Ilia Topuria, Merab Dvalishvili, Guram Kutatelatsa, and Ilia's brother, Alexander. Everything started off chill until Vato dropped one question that turned the whole call upside down. Merab, I want to ask you about your training with Ilia. If I'm not mistaken, there was even some footage of you and Ilia sparring. Suddenly, panic. No. Oh God. Oh no. No! Merab's reaction was pure comedy gold. But he wasn't just joking. Ilia hurt him bad. Me and Ilia trained yesterday, and I was holding my liver with my hands. He killed me, dropped me. If they release the footage, I'm screwed. Yeah, that's coming from a guy known for eating punches like snacks. And the way Merab described it had everyone in stitches. My liver was up for sale. It was probably in good enough condition to be sold. It's swollen now, would sell for a good price. The moment was so funny, even the interviewer couldn't keep it together. But Vato, trying to stay on track, followed up. Yeah, that was the question. They wanted to know about your sparring, but Merab wasn't having it. Oh my God, you're repeating the question. Don't ask me about the sparring, please. That one liver shot from Ilia turned the toughest guy in the room into a stand-up comedian. And if that footage does get released, it might just break the internet. Khamzat, Chimaev, and Dricus du Plessis. In a heated feud, it just got personal. The buildup between Khamzat, Chimaev, and Dricus du Plessis was already intense, but now it's personal. Everything erupted after Khamzat sat down for an interview, and let's just say he didn't hold back. He was clearly furious over Dricus making fun of his childhood lip scar, and he made it clear that there are lines you don't cross. The usually composed Chechen was fuming, and then he dropped this chilling warning. I get it. This is a fight game. We hit each other, we bleed. That's normal, but there's still a line. You keep talking like that, something bad's going to happen. Really bad. Somebody might die, you know. That moment flipped the switch. Now, this isn't just a title eliminator. This is war. And Dricus, he fired right back. The South African didn't flinch. In fact, he embraced the heat and promised fans that no matter what, he's not leaving that cage without a win. When it's fight night, it's not about sending a message. It's do or die. I'm here to prove, again, that I'm the best in the world. I'll do whatever it takes. Your opponent controls how good you can look in there. I might let you look sharp, but I'm not letting you win. Not happening. While the trash talk continues, the fight world is buzzing. Most analysts agree. If Dricus can survive the opening storm from Khamzat, the tide might turn in his favor. They say Chimaev tends to fade after round 2, but with his new training at the training lab, that cardio might be a whole different story. So the question is, can Dricus break the hype, or will Khamzat finally prove he's ready to wear gold? Drop your prediction in the comments. Back to Dricus, he also took a subtle jab at Khamzat's history of pullouts. We don't even know if he's gonna show up. He hasn't exactly got the cleanest record, but he's staying locked in. That kind of stuff doesn't get to me. I don't stress over what I can't control. The UFC always figures it out. And then, the final word, I'm defending this belt. No question, I'm not leaving without it. The belt doesn't make me who I am. My performance does. And if this fight is what defines me, then so be it. Thanks for watching MMA Spark. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button. Drop your prediction in the comments and subscribe for more unfiltered MMA heat daily.